Hey everyone, Ashley here. Welcome back to my channel. This video is about the second week of the Seas collab themed melting challenge, and this week is one vendor. So I participated in the previous collab and did a couple of vendors. I did Rose Girls and L3. So this time around, I decided to pick a vendor that I've only melted a couple of scents for, and that's Hayden Rowe. Hayden Rowe is a new to me vendor. I've only purchased from her 3 times, but I've been letting the wax cure that I have, and I just actually got a shipment this past week that I uploaded my video for my initial sniff impressions video. If you're interested in that, it's on my channel. But I thought this is a perfect opportunity to see what Hayden does for me, how it performs in my home. And I know I've heard a lot of good things about it from just about everybody I talk to. Good, strong performers, nice throw, long-lasting scents, all that good stuff. So a lot of these I talked about just a couple of days ago whenever I did my last video, and a couple of these are scents that I purchased in my very first Hayden Rowe order, which was over a month ago. So I did find out that her wax is pretty much pre-cured, that you don't really have to let it cure that much longer after you get it. So most of these are pretty good to go, so I am going to just go with that. I usually let my wax cure for 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes a month, depending on the type of oils used in it, if it's vanilla or lighter scents. And also the vendor, some vendors need longer time to cure in my home, in my house with my experience. So let's get started talking about the wax. I have all of my scents picked out here. And if you watch any of my videos, especially the collaboration videos, the preview week, I always pick out a lot more than what I actually end up getting through because I like variety. And if I'm going to be boxed in to melting just one vendor, I want to have a lot of variety because, you know, I like all of these on cold, but what if it warms up and I'm just not feeling it? So I want to have a little bit of selection and a little bit of variety, I should say. So I'm going to dump all of these out here like I usually do. Okay, I purchased these. These are not bars, and they're kind of like, it's funny because she calls her loaves on her website mini loaves, but they're the normal size loaves that most vendors pour. To me, these are mini loaves. But for no disrespect to Hayden Rose, and I want to call her what she calls her, call these what she calls them. These are not bars. So this first one is coconut cake, and I just talked about this the other day. So I'm going to make this a pretty much a shorter video because I'm not going to elaborate a lot on these scents, especially since I just did a good bit of these, and then I really don't know how these are going to perform on warm. So if you're interested in how I get performance for these, stay tuned next weekend where I talk about how these perform for me. I know that's a lot of crap in the beginning, but you know, it's what it is. Okay, so this first one is coconut cake. And you know, I've been smelling this and I'm not quite sure about this scent. It smells coconut oily, like not necessarily a sweetened coconut like I would use in baking. This smells more tropical-like to me. But my hope is when this is warmed up that I can really smell that cake component that makes it bakery, and a little bit of, I think, whipped cream, maybe. Whipped cream. I think whipped cream is the third component to that. The coconut cake and whipped cream. Next is Bookstore. Now, Bookstore, this is from my very first order. Bookstore, and I did not write the scent notes down for all of these, but when I do my warm review video next weekend, I will definitely have the notes written down because they're not on these labels. She doesn't put them on her labels. Bookstore, this is a very masculine in that it is a mature, woodsy, sophisticated. If you're walking into like a cigar lounge at a fancy resort, or a cigar lounge from a bar, or something sophisticated, I think of businessmen in suits with clouds of cigar smoke around them, or how I described it in my very first impression video of this was the library in Beauty and the Beast with the endless shelves of books and the rolling ladders that the Beast gives to Belle as a gift. So I'm really looking forward to Bookstore. I love books. I do read quite a lot, but I'm kind of in a reading rut right now. So my my hobby of reading has kind of taken a back seat to a lot of other things in my life. Spanish Fly. This one I just reviewed the other day on Cold. This is a very perfumey, feminine blend. There's kaffir lime leaves, I remember, in here, and a little bit of musk, I believe. Yep, this is a perfumey, feminine scent. I'm looking forward to that. Next one here is Butter Pecan Ice Cream. And this one is just like putting your nose in a tub of butter pecan ice cream. There's no other way to explain this one. I'm looking forward to that too. Next is Cherry Cola. This is the scent of cherry Coke. Cola and fresh cherry juice. I just smelled this one the other day, actually. Like I said, I'm using a lot of my fresh ones here. Yes, I am excited for this one because I've never melted cherry cola. I've never even seen cherry cola in any vendor to melt. But okay, this next one, Chiffon Sheets. This is, I think, flannel sheets and pink chiffon. I think those are the two notes for this. This one is laundry, but with that little bit of pink chiffon, which I'm hoping will blossom when it's warmed up, because right now this is just straight flannel sheets to me, which is okay because I love flannel sheets. Very clean laundry scent. Next is Black Sea Barber. This is just a shaving cream blend. And I don't remember all the other notes in it, but I'm pretty sure there's salty sea air in here and shaving cream and those nice fresh punch of shaving cream type of fresh, not masculine fresh, not too much aquatic fresh. There is salty sea air in this. I'm pretty sure there is because my nose is picking up on that. But there is another. I thought I picked my other barbershop blend here. I have two barbershop blends. Yes, British Barber. This is another one. And I got this my first order. And this one is more of a, I think this is lime barbasol. So like lime shaving cream, if my memory serves me right. Yeah, this one is more of a shaving cream heavy than the Black Sea Barber. I would say this one is more salty sea air or that salty component to it. This one is Galactic. If you watched my first video, I bought this just because my husband is really into astronomy and space and all things out of this galaxy, basically. We really are into, you know, just learning about space and relativity and all of the stuff that is way too smart for me to really comprehend, but we like to watch it anyways. This one is very hard to describe. And I know this might have, I think this has ozone in it. I'm not going to guess what the notes are for this because I want to do this blend justice. But I know this is a very unique, fresh blend. Unique, fresh blend. So I'm really anxious for how all these are going to perform and see what my husband says for some of these. Marty only really comments when he really likes the scent, and usually those are blueberry, lemon, Fruit Loops, some desserts, but I usually have to prompt him to ask him if he likes the scent. But when he voluntarily says, hey, that smells good, I know I have a winner. That's why I keep buying blueberry, lemon, and Fruit Loops. But the next one is Meditation. And I bought this one with my husband and mine also. He meditates. He's meditated for many years. And it has saved him a lot with depression and anxiety and just learning how to cope with things in, you know, life and all the good things that we are experiencing in the world. And meditation. This is very incensey, earthy, relaxation. This kind of reminds me of what I think a Buddhist temple or their place of it's late here, guys, so the word is escaping me. This makes me feel like I would be in a place where there's a lot of meditation, a lot of mass meditation, where if you've seen on National Geographic and such, where monks and temples just meditate for hours upon hours. That's what I think this smells like. Obviously, I've never been to Asia where a lot of that stuff happens, at least from, you know, movies and documentaries and such. But if I ever get to make it there one day, that's what I think it will smell like. That's, of course, just my opinion. All speculative. Spa Day. I know this one was just offered again in her last ready to ship, which I did not participate in, although I wanted to. I wanted to melt what I have. This one is really, really, really good. And very clean, very relaxing, to where, you know, if you've been to a spa and you have facials, massages, or I don't want to say a hair salon, because I've never got this. This is more like a body spa, you know, massages, facials, anywhere where you need to have something applied to your body and inhaling a lot of aromatherapy. This is very aromatherapy to me, and I think I might honestly melt him first, because I really, really like this scent. And I put 3 samples in here. I have melted all 3 samples I received from my first order from Christina, and I got Christmas Eve, and this one is just the quintessential Christmas spices. It has cinnamon, there's a little bit of pine in here, and nutmeg, clove, just those quintessential Christmas notes. This one is kitchen towel. This one is lemon. Ooh, the bag, there we go. Lemon, clean lemon. Not so much soapy to me, but just a clean, freshly cleaned lemon, but not lemon pledge. None of that. No lemon pledge. And Dock of the Bay. This one I had a really hard time describing yesterday, even though I had the scent notes written down. No, I didn't have the scent notes written down for this one. That was probably why. This one is masculine, a little cologne-y, but I need to elaborate more when I melt it, and I can actually really give you guys a really good warm impression. So I wanted to make this video short today because, like I said, I don't have experience melting any of these. In my previous preview collab baskets, I've melted a lot of the scents, so I know how they perform. So I elaborated a little bit more on them. But okay, stay tuned for the weekend edition next week about how these performed, like I've said 900 times in this video. If you are interested in participating in the collaboration with Casey and Catherine, hence the C's, you know, let me know, or you can even reach out to them, Casey Houghton or Catherine King. They're on Instagram and YouTube and all of those good places. So have a good evening, have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.